What's up, Facebook? For those of you who've seen my lives before in the car, you know that this does not normally go well because I don't have the phone holder, so my phone falls, and it's just terrible for everybody. Most of all, you guys. But I did stick my wallet. Every bump I go over, I think it's gonna fall forward. But I did stick my wallet underneath my phone, so I think that might solve the problem temporarily. But I'm driving home from work right now, and I had a pretty bad day. And I say that with, I mean, it could have been a lot worse, right? And it just got me thinking because, so I had this customer come today, and I'm obviously not going to say her name, but I like this person a lot, just as a person. She's a single mom. She works really hard. She has, a kid, 10, 11, or 12. And she came into me. She's just never used her credit, right? So she has no credit, nothing bad. She just paid everything cash. It's just how she grew up, right? So it's kind of how I grew up too. My mom doesn't finance cars, or none of my family ever did. It was all cash. Nobody had excellent credit either. Go figure. Those two go hand in hand. So to make a long story long, she's a 0 credit score, no money down, struggling, to get by. And she came to me because, obviously that's what I specialize in. Ooh, I'm afraid my phone's gonna fall. So she ended up, saying, okay, thank you for your help. I'll get some money together. She needed $2,500 down by herself. And I wouldn't let her just leave. I said, if you went to jail right now today and you had 3 phone calls to bail you out of jail, who are you going to call to bail you out? So I have to drag it, pull it out of her. But she says her mom, her dad, and then, her son's father. So I said, okay, so if it doesn't work with you by yourself, or I'm sorry, this was after the fact. So it wouldn't work by herself. So I said, can we please call your mom? So we ended up calling her mom. After she did not want to, it took me 20 minutes to convince her to call her mom, to convince her that, what kind of world do we live in where you have to be afraid to call your own mother to help you out if they could help you, if you could help, wouldn't you? So she ends up calling her. I ended up speaking with her. I had to be very gentle with her. She's an older woman. Come to find out, she had an 848 credit score. For those of you who don't know, the highest you can have is a 900 credit score. 848, right? So the reason that the caption is that I had a bad day at work, but it could have been worse, is because I went through, no lie, 5 hours. We went through the whole process. I had to just keep chipping away. So I had this, she's all scared, about running her credit and all this stuff. And what's crazy to me is that it's her daughter. How can you be so... Now, mind you, her daughter is a single mother, 30 years old or so, with a 10-year-old struggling, right? And you have an 848 credit score, and you're hesitant to help your daughter and your grandkid. So the reason I said that it could be worse is because, man, I don't ever want to be like that. Ever. I don't ever want to have to penny pinch so much. The whole beef was how much was financing. She was financing 18 G's. Right? It was a $324 payment. $0 down. When originally I came back and said we need $2,500 down, I can't help you, but please let's try harder. You got to help me help you. So she helped me help her, and I got on the phone with her mom, and we did all that stuff. And at the end of it all, after 6 hours of communicating with this woman, and she's asking detail after detail, which she has a right to, and I'm thinking it's worth it because this woman is going to be helped. She's going to be leaving in a car with her kid. And her mom ended up saying no. So this woman literally cried leaving because she was leaving there with no vehicle and doesn't have one. It was crazy. I literally pulled everything I could. I kind of gave it to her, and I kind of broke it down a little bit and said, I'm a father of 3 kids, and I want to be able to one day, co-sign for my kids and save them. The interest rate would have been 20% by herself with $2,500 down, which is crazy. But with her mom, $0 down, $324 a month, man, 8% interest. Crazy. So it can always be worse. I'm going home and I'm just very humble because it's not about if you win or not. It's about who loses if you don't win. So I'm going to win so big in this life that I will never care about, my kid not having a car because of such minute details. man, if this mom would have helped her, then the daughter could have just dated the car, right? I always say don't marry it, just date the car. And then after 12 to 18 months, you have two options. You can either trade the car on, which selfishly I want you to, because then I get to sell you another car. You get to get a lower interest rate. You get to get that person off the loan. You know, there's a lot of things you could do, because now your credit score went from here to here. Or you can go to your bank and refinance the car and get that person off the loan. So, man, just for some people, she was so worried about, will I be able to get a car for myself? You know, and after explaining that, ma'am, your score's an 848. You could buy 8 Jeeps if you wanted to right now. You know, and for that to be the first thing that people think is, will I be able to get one myself? That's your daughter. That's your kid. You birthed that person. Like, it's your responsibility to help them whenever they need help. That is your responsibility as a parent. How could you be a parent and not think and think otherwise? It blows my mind, bro. Holy cow. Like, I don't care about one car deal. It's not one deal. I literally spent my whole day with this woman, and I had other people come in and just kind of, you know, pass them off to other sales guys because I wanted this woman to leave with a car. I didn't care which car it was. I just hoped that it was reliable, you know? And then, now I honestly believe, too, so the woman is going to be coming up. She lives in another state. So she'll be coming up and this weekend, and she wants to go car shopping. After I talked her into co-signing and doing all that stuff, she wants to take her daughter shopping somewhere else. You know, so I do all this hard work and, you know, convince this woman to co-sign because it's her daughter, it's the right thing to do. And then at the end, the numbers were barely off, which I think was just an excuse. Honest to God, I think it was just an excuse. And then she's going to come up here and make some sales guy's job so easy. If she does, I hope. I mean, I hope they buy it from me, but, you know, I just hope that this woman gets a vehicle because she honestly needs it. But without me being that foot up their ass, you know, to have her help her, it wouldn't have happened. So I know I'm good at what I do, and I know I'm passionate about it. So I definitely help a lot of people just in that sense, you know. But all you got to do is help me help you. And, man, she was on the phone with her mom for hours today at the dealership. You know, she was crying, you know. But I'm about to pull up in my driveway, and I just wanted to get that off my chest because I had a bad day at work, but not because I didn't get the sale. Because some woman was more worried about herself than helping her kid, who is a grown adult now. But I could never picture that. I could never, to my boys or to Willow. Like, I'm going to help them till the day I die. I think this woman was like 60. I'll be 60 years old, and my kids could be 35, and they could be calling me saying I need help, and if I could help them, I would. That's just me, though. So it could always be worse. You know, I think I had a bad day, man. Imagine how it is growing up with that. But anyway, thanks for listening to me. I'll see you guys later. I think I'm going to take Claire and the kids to Ocean City tonight. I'll make the drive. It's like a 3.5, 4-hour drive. They can sleep in the car maybe if I drive, if we leave at like 9 or 10 o'clock. And then we can wake up on the beach. So, just spontaneous, you know. And then I'll be back on Monday for work. But if anybody needs their credit repaired, hit me up. If you need a car, hit me up. Let me know if you know anybody who needs any of that. Please let me know. I got money for you. So, peace out, guys. See ya.